Imagine waking up one morning and realizing that everything you've built, your job, your title, your career, is gone. Who are you without it? If you suddenly had to introduce yourself without mentioning your work, what would you say? For most people, that's a terrifying thought, because somewhere along the way, we've been conditioned to believe that our value is tied to our career, that our identity is our job. But that's a dangerous trap, one that leads to burnout, anxiety, and a deep sense of emptiness. And today, I'm going to show you how to break free from that mindset and truly start living beyond your career. If you're ready to redefine yourself on your own terms, stick around. And before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who needs to hear this message. Let's get into it. We live in a world that glorifies hustle culture. What do you do? Is the first question people ask when they meet you. And if your answer doesn't sound impressive enough, society makes you feel like you're not enough. We admire the CEOs, the doctors, the entrepreneurs, the athletes, but we rarely talk about who they are beyond their work. What happens when they retire? What happens when they fail? Take former Olympic swimmer Michael Phelps, for example. He won 23 gold medals, more than anyone in history. But after retiring, he struggled with depression and a loss of identity. He had spent his entire life in the pool, and when that was gone, he felt lost. It wasn't until he started focusing on mental health advocacy and his personal life that he found true fulfillment beyond his career. Or consider high-achieving professionals who finally reach their dream position only to feel unfulfilled. They've spent years chasing a title, thinking it would bring happiness, only to realize they've sacrificed their personal lives, their passions, and their peace in the process. If you've ever felt like your job is the only thing giving you purpose, this is your wake-up call. So, how do you break free from this career-centered identity? It starts with one simple shift. You are not your job. Your job is something you do, not who you are. Step 1. Redefine your identity. Ask yourself, if I had to describe myself without mentioning my career, what would I say? Are you a loving parent? A creative thinker? A lifelong learner? An adventurer? Start defining yourself beyond your paycheck. Step 2. Develop a life outside of work. Pick up that hobby you've been putting off. Strengthen relationships outside of your work circle. Invest in experiences that have nothing to do with your job. Step 3. Stop seeking validation from your job title. Your worth isn't determined by the role you play at work. The person who matters most is the one outside of the office. Step 4. Create a legacy beyond your job. Think about what impact you want to leave in the world. Is it about mentoring others, volunteering, starting a project that has nothing to do with your profession? When you expand your focus, you unlock a deeper sense of fulfillment. This shift is powerful, and the moment you start seeing yourself beyond your career, you'll unlock a level of freedom you never imagined. Let's talk about people who broke free from career-based identity and found true purpose. Take Howard Schultz, the former CEO of Starbucks. He stepped down from his role and dedicated his time to philanthropy, helping communities in need. Because his purpose was bigger than coffee, it was about impact. Or Maya Angelou, she wasn't just a poet. She was a dancer, a singer, an activist, a storyteller. She never let one job define her. She embraced all her passions. Then there's former NFL player Andrew Luck. At the height of his career, he shocked the world by retiring early, saying he wanted to focus on his health, family, and life beyond football. He refused to let his profession dictate his entire existence. And then, there are everyday people, maybe even someone you know, who left high-paying jobs to pursue their real passions, whether it's art, travel, or simply spending more time with family. The common thread? They all realized their careers were just a chapter, not the whole book. So I want you to do something today. Take a step back and ask yourself, who am I beyond my career? Comment below with one thing about yourself that has nothing to do with your job. Let's start redefining our identities together. And if this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You never know who in your circle needs to hear this. Because at the end of the day, your career is just a job. But you are so much more than that. Remember, life is about more than just work. Don't let your career define your happiness, your worth, or your identity. Your life is yours to create, beyond any title, beyond any job. Now go out there and start living. See you in the next video.